This is what's on my TBR pile for the rest of 2025. So I've just started the second book of Crescent City, so I'm hoping to finish this series back to back. I have been really enjoying it, but nothing will get me over my Throne of Glass hangover. It's urban fantasy. Everyone has phones, there's social media, there's dating apps, but there are some really funny parts in that, but I'm not connecting to the characters as much as I would have liked to. Next, Silver Elite. I've heard so much about this series, especially around summertime. It went mega viral. I know nothing about it. I knew nothing about it. Oh, I just heard so much damn conversation about this book and I'm so intrigued. Some people say it's a 5-star, 6-star, god tier read. Some people say it's a load of rubbish. And I want to form my own opinion. Next, Red Queen. I wasn't aware about this series when I read Powerless, and then I found out about the OG. I think it would only be right if I read the OG, if I read Powerless. And I think it's like 5 or 6 books. And I heard it's not so heavily about romance, it's more about the plot, which is something I really liked about Throne of Glass. Yes, romance was an element in the books, of course, but it was mainly about the plot. Because if you don't connect to a romance when the book is mainly about the romance, then you might as well just say goodbye to the entire book. I've got a lot of hope for this series. Tell me if I need to pick it up ASAP. Next, the Book of Azrael. Once again, I know nothing about any of these books. Thank God. Thank God. But I have heard that the main female character gives Selena Sardathian vibes. Or you know who. And, like, not the same, but it's badass girly. And I love to read stuff like that. Next, Serpent and the Wings of Night. It's a vampire book, which kind of intrigues me. I don't know if she's more... Oh, she adopted human daughter. Okay, she's human, and I'm guessing there's a bunch of vampires around her. I don't know how this is going to go, but if it's giving Damon Salvatore vibes, we might as well go for it. Next, City of Gods and Monsters. I've heard this is a god tier series, and it's a thick book as well. I think there's a couple of them out already, and the reason I'm very drawn to this is because the people that have read it say it's god tier, but not many people have read it. Of course, it's a popular book, we know that, but it's not as popular as maybe some of the other books like ACOTAR, Throne of Glass. So everyone's saying pick it up. It's a god tier book, but not enough people picking it up. And I'm thinking, I need to pick it up. I don't know. Like, what's it about? I don't know. Help. Next is Quicksilver. I think just the page makes me just want to read it. The thickness of the book makes me want to read it. I love a big, thick fantasy book, and I love this front cover. I think it's beautiful. A lot of people say they hate it. I love it, and that is enough to draw me in. But I've heard a couple of things that it's not that good, but I've heard other people say they really love it. Fuck. Next, From Blood and Ash. I've heard, once again, not a lot, but so much about this series. I know that it's a staple when reading fantasy. I need to be part of the club. Next, The Lies of Lena. So this is like a new book to come out. I'm not sure if it's a fan fiction or whatever. I don't actually... The same time that Silver Elite was trending, this was also trending. So obviously I put it in my basket, and I love a fantasy book. And there's 2 guides. I don't know if it's like why choose or... Well, might like a bit of that. So let me know. And then last up, I want to finish Zodiac Academy. I have the tandem reads, which is these 2, and then I have the last book. I actually stopped midway when reading the tandem reads. It's because I've got back. I've been reading Zodiac Academy for about 3-4 months, and I like to read my books pretty slowly, and I didn't read any books in between that, and I just felt like I needed a break. And I did this with ACOTAR. I took a break when I was reading ACOTAR. I was reading A Court, Wings and Ruin, and I was like 20% in, and I said, you know what, it's not the time. And I put it down, and I came back, and it was one of the best books I've ever read to this day, and I'm so thankful I put that book down when I did. Of these books, I'll do it the same. It's not a DNF, it's just right now is not the moment, but I want to come back to it, and soon I want to come back to it, and I want to finish this series when I'm fully ready, because we haven't got 3 books left. I mean, 2 is a tandem read, so it's about that thick. And then the last book, damn, like, it's a lot of pages. But yeah, so it's my TBR for the rest of 2025.